If you could introduce yourself for the record and allow your guests to introduce themselves as well.
So good morning, Chairman Cook and the L&O committee members. I'm Representative Mike Clines, House District 68, Campbell, and sponsor of the bill.
I'm Jason Crockett. I'm the current chairman of the Kentucky Board of Barbering.
My name is Mason McNulty. I'm the administrator for the Kentucky Board of Barbering.
So we're here today to present House Bill 172. The bill was heard last year in L&O, and I'd like to have Mason, who's traveled this morning from Louisville, and then Jason, who's traveled from Paducah, to explain why it's necessary.
Our bill isn't quite as comprehensive as the veterinary bill. We only want to change one word. The law was enacted in 2018, and it moved the requirement for a school to have a senior instructor with 36 months of experience, including administrative experience. Prior to that, it was 12. What happened was there was an unidentified problem where, unfortunately, we've lost 3 schools because they were not able to find qualified instructors. There were about 40 people that were affected by the school closures. We lost a school in Ashland, and there aren't any instructors on that far end of the state. We also lost a school in Albany, and we lost a school in Bowling Green. There are lots of instructors kind of around the central core of the state between Lexington and Louisville and northern Kentucky, but there aren't any in the far ends of the state. And we feel that those areas are underrepresented, and we'd like to have an opportunity to cultivate people for those areas. What we're asking is that we change one word from 36 months to 12 months.
We have a motion and a second. Before we get there, I believe there are a few questions. Representative Gentry?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thanks for being here, guys. My question is, a few years ago when we went to 12 months to 36 months, can you educate us on why we did that then, and now we're moving back to 12 months? What are we doing to avoid a similar situation we were in before? Does that make sense? I understand the workforce challenge issues, but why was it done to begin with? And what can we do moving forward to make sure we're not in the same environment we were in a few years back when we moved to 36?
Can we do that, or it's up to you?
Well, I'm Jason Crockett again. I'm the current chairman of the board. I believe the board in the past thought that it was important to make sure that the 36 months, they thought that would help people to do a better job with the administrative tasks of a teacher. As you know, as you can probably saw from the materials, it already takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to become a teacher as it sits. And so I believe that they had good intentions, but the unforeseen consequences were that the pipeline of instructors has dried up. So we do believe that the time period that it takes right now for people to become a teacher, it gives us a pretty good look at whether or not they understand the rules, the regulations, and the administrative tasks that are involved in becoming a head instructor. And as the board, I believe that we can continue to make sure that our teachers are well qualified, even with just the year, and it'll help our pipeline get back to growing. Is that fair, Mason?
That's great. The other thing that I would say is that this was initially addressed because of 2 situations that had arisen, and the market actually took care of the problems that initially caused this to go into effect. Both of those schools closed for market demand.
Follow-up question, Mr. So in your professional opinion, do you think that maybe that wasn't a prudent decision a few years ago when we went to 36 months?
Unfortunately, I wasn't involved at the time I joined the board, just shortly after that. I'm aware of the circumstances, but I would agree that you have a correct assumption.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I have a question. Is it true you chose Representative Clines to carry this bill because he has the best hair on the committee?
100%.
That's so wrong. And I did cancel my haircut on Monday, so
I was going to ask how
Just for the- just for
how
today.
your barber felt about this. Did we?
hair by Kelly is what I call it.
Okay, we had a motion by Representative Huff, and who was our second from? Representative Callaway. Clerk, please call the roll.
Representative Banta. Representative Bratcher.
Yes.
Representative Callaway.
Yes.
Representative Clines.
You might want to vote yes on your bill.
Yes.
Representative Dixon.
Yes.
Representative Pfister.
Yes.
Representative Flannery.
Yes.
Representative Gentry.
Yes.
Representative Heverin. Representative Herron.
Yes.
Representative Huff.
Yes.
Representative Jackson.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Kulkarni.
Yes.
Representative Meredith. Representative Moser.
Yes.
Representative Palumbo.
Yes.
Representative Pratt.
Yes.
Representative Smith.
I'd like to explain my vote. It's a yes, but Mr. Chairman, we're two bills in a row. We're finding a pattern, and the pattern is we have a need out there for a lot of professional needs, and I'm afraid it's going to fall on. We're going to see a bill on teachers. I know my firefighters are having a problem going to the hours, recruiting volunteer fire departments, but by all the hours it's required. So I think we need to be prepared. We're going to be seeing a lot of this in the future. So my vote is yes.
Representative Timoney.
Yes.
Chairman Cook.
Yes. House Bill 172 passes with favorable expression. Look forward to it moving to the floor. Thank you, Representative Clines. Congratulations on your first bill.